going, everyone? My name is Azarus, and welcome back to some more Incredibox. So of course we're going to be continuing on with these setbox versions. We're going to be doing version 5, which is Aqua. I'm guessing a water-themed Incredibox mod, right? Makes sense. But before we get into that, we have reached 10,000 subscribers. I want to thank every single one of you guys for joining me on my journey to discover all the Incredibox mods. It's honestly been a blast recording these, editing, and reviewing these awesome mods. Like that, they all have their own different tastes. It's awesome what people come up with. So once again, thank you guys so much for 10,000 subscribers. It really means a lot. Like, what should we do for reaching 10K? If you got any ideas, leave them down in the comments. Within reason, of course. And also, starting here soon, I am going to be doing an additional video. I think I'm going to put it in Wednesday. I think Wednesday, so like in between the Saturdays, right? And it'll be like every other week. Only because I am in school right now and I am taking classes and exams. It gets a little difficult to edit here and there, you know what I mean? Let me stop rambling for now. Let's get into the mod. Hey, this is a future Azarus speaking. As I'm editing, I forgot to mention that the owner of the Setbox series has left. So I do know that he gave ownership to one of his friends and they will be continuing on with the Setbox series. But as for the original creator, I do know that he left the community. But yeah, just letting you guys know for the people who don't, let's get back to version 5. So of course this mod is called Aqua. Water themed, it has the ocean, the moon in the background. Very nice, actually. You can see like the backlit of the moon on each character, which is really cool. The attention to detail is immaculate. Just like the other, what is this? Okay, it's just probably just like the loop thing. What is this? Setbox credits. Oh snap! It looks like no way, one dude created this. What? That is kind of crazy. Quickly, I'm going over every single polo, every single part, beats, effects, melodies, and voices. I say this every single video. Let's get into the first beat before I waste more time. Ooh. Yo, beat 1 was solid. Not gonna lie, that was actually really good. Got the beat down, sounded nice. Moving on to beat 2. Sure, obviously some type of sunglasses, or goggles, I guess. Okay, I'm glad I stayed until the second loop there. Classic hi-hats, gotta love it. Moving on to the Mario pipe. That's what it looks like. If it was green, that's what it looked like. I know it's not gonna be. It's like water cannons coming out of his head. Interesting. So, definitely not Mario pipes. Moving on to the shell. Almost sounds kind of like a tribal beat kind of thing, right? Hey, sounds good. It's a little low. I had to turn up the volume for that one. Moving on to beat 5. Some kind of hat. Or... yeah, it sounds like tribal, right? Maybe like some kind of islander type of beat going on there. Sounds pretty nice. That one was loud. The other one was very quiet. Also, not a hat, a drum strapped to his face, which is... oh, alright, dude. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Look, it says dark mode, and there's no escape. You can't turn on dark mode. That's hilarious. Alright, moving on to the effects now. I can't even describe that, so let's just... very interesting polo. His face was like the whole of a guitar, which is very weird. I don't know if that necessarily sounded like a guitar, but some kind of string instrument. Pretty dope effect. Not gonna lie. Here's the eyeball, right? We've seen the eyeball in most of these versions, honestly. Let's check it out. Dude, Dude, the eyeball never fails, bro. It never does. It always sounds so good. That's literally the same one from last version too. Pretty creepy, honestly. Moving on to the anchor. That was nice. Did you hear it like go quiet and then go back loud again? That was cool. Super cool effect. Moving on to the gear. Yeah, it's a gear. I'm really curious how they made that sound. It really does sound like gears grinding together though. Moving on to the eyeball? 2 eyeballs in here? It sounded like some kind of space theme, right? Moving on to the melodies here. I don't know. Actually, it looks like a train whistle, right? Like at the top of the train. I bet you it is. Dude, I love the organ, bro. We had a similar pull in one of these last mods that I went over. Either way, very nice melody one. Very nice. Moving on to melody 2. Bandana of some sort, or probably covering his eye or something like that. Oh, I like that one. Almost gives it like a spooky kind of melody with that whistle. Moving on to the shell. Shell part 2. There's 2 shells here. Let's hear it. It reminds me of something, but it's something I can't describe. It's a pretty dope melody. I gotta give it that. Moving on to the, yeah. That almost sounds like it could be the bass to it. So maybe effect 1. Also, kind of sounds like I gotta really pronounce it this time because in one of the videos it said something weird. It sounds like a tugboat horn. Okay? I know the subtitles thought I said something different, which, no. I didn't. Moving on to melody 5. The captain. Okay. Oh, that part where it went like low, that sounded dope. Pretty decent melody so far. I'm hoping for a few lyrics in here. I have a feeling they're going to be choruses, and you know how I feel about some choruses. But some I do really enjoy. So let's hear it.
Repair, revive, brought back to life. Repair, revive, brought back to life.
Yes, bro. Yes. That's what I needed. I swear if these are more lyrics, I'm gonna be so happy. Moved on to the sailor hat. Looks like a classic sailor hat. It is a chorus. However, 1, I'm already happy that there is a first voice that had lyrics. 2, not a bad chorus at all. It sounded very fluent. Moving on to the 3rd voice here. I don't even know what kind of cover that is, but we'll see. Dude, honestly, wasn't expecting that. That sounded great. Like, I like the additions of these new voices, bro. Because some of them were just like mostly choruses. Like the first 3 were choruses, and the last 2 are like something a little bit different. But we got voice, we got chorus, we got I don't even know. Sounds good though. Moving on to the 4th one. Bubbles, maybe?
Drowning, sinking, deep, dark abyss. Water fills up all our lungs. Stormy waters shroud all our grace. Forever below the lit surface.
I need time to process that one. Honestly, pretty dope. Wasn't that from a previous version? An early version, like version 1 or 2 or something like that, right? Yeah, wasn't that guy in Steel Factory? Yeah, he was the guy in the capsule. I had him in my thumbnail. I knew he looked familiar. Looks like he broke out. I like them bringing back some of these polos, man. Moving on to the last voice here. Curious to see what this one is, because we had all sorts of different things in here. Yep, that is how you do a choir. Also, if you hear me say chorus instead of choir, just know I mean choir. For some reason, I get those 2 mixed up, but they might be the same thing. I don't know exactly. Honestly, the choirs in this one are top tier. Of course, now we're going to be going over every single part now. The beats, effects, melodies, and voices, putting them all together and seeing if they sound good. Yep, they sound good. It is approved. The beats are fire. Let's move on to the effects now. Eye polo really creeps me out. Got the eyes, some of the eyes are closing, some of them are staying open. That's creepy. Honestly, not bad, not bad. So of course we're gonna check out the melodies, see if they sound any good. Melodies are nice too. Moving on to the voices now. Also, someone did mention that this is it is definitely a water themed, and Aqua is definitely water themed. This is more like a sailor themed, right? Like a I wouldn't say pirate, but kinda.
Repair. Revived. Brought back to life. Repair. Revived. Brought back to life. Repair. Revived. Brought back to life. Stormy water shroud all our grace. Forever below the lit surface. Drowning, sinking deep, dark abyss. Water fills up all our lives.
Yo, that chorus sounds so good, bro. That last chorus too? Oh my god. Alright, we can't hold back anymore. Let's make a beat. course, man, just like all the other versions of this set box, top tier, man. I gotta give it that, bro. And if it really is just created by this one dude, props to this guy. Did a fantastic job on it. So I can't deny, this has to be one of my favorites. Not my favorite, but one of my favorite. I think the last version I went over, version 4, was probably my favorite one out of the Setbox series. And of course it gets extra points because it has some lyrics in it. Of course it is dope seeing some of these polos come back too, like the one with the broken glass dome thing and the eyeball. And of course the backdrop. Oh, dude, I love that moon over the horizon of the ocean and like the backdrops of the characters. That's dope. So of course I cannot wait until version 6. That is going to be covered next, and then after that I will be going into other scratch mods, and other mods in general too. And I think around Christmas time, around December-ish area, is when I'm going to be doing the bells mod, so get ready for that too. So of course I do want to know what you guys think of this mod. Honestly, it wasn't bad. People said it dropped off a little bit after that last version, but to be honest, this was great. So of course I hope you enjoyed. I surely did. This was awesome. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I have had a blast going over these mods. Thank you guys so much for 10,000 subscribers. I will see you guys in the next video.